Good morning, everyone. Are you able to hear my voice? And you are able to see my screen also, right? Can anyone respond?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay. In the last class, we are discussing about the operators concept, right? Okay. But due to some technical problem, I have not yet recorded that video. Briefly, I will explain once again. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, whatever the classes like you are attending, I'm uploading the same videos in YouTube also. You can see, for example, if you have missed my class, you can directly watch my video also in YouTube. Okay, just search with my channel name. Okay, yesterday I forwarded one video, right? Have you seen that one? Okay, just search with my name. Okay, you will find my channel. Okay, here I have uploaded all the videos from starting onwards. Okay, go to in playlist. Okay, in playlist you can see this Woot C++. Okay, all the videos you can watch. Okay, lecture 1 to 3 4 up to 4 I have uploaded. Okay, remaining also I will upload. Okay, you have any doubts regarding on the previous class related to these operators? I will explain once again. Don't worry. Anything else? See, some students are like executing the programs. Okay, some are downloaded the software, Turbo software, and some are downloaded Dev C++. You can execute in any one compiler. For example, if you are not able to download software, okay, we have an online compiler also. Okay, just cpp.sh. Okay, this is the online compiler. You can directly execute through online also. Okay, if I press enter, you are able to see one online compiler. Okay, here directly you can execute your files. Okay, in within online also. Okay, through this is the online compiler, not installed in our own computer. Okay, this is the online compiler. Directly you can write your code here, click on run. Here only you will see your output. Okay, this is one option. Okay, you see, in the last class we are discussing about the topic operators, right? Operator means this. It is a one symbol. Okay, it is a symbol which performs some operation on operands. If you consider a plus b, here plus is a symbol, okay, which performs addition operation on those two variables a and b. Okay, like that, we have different categories in operators. Like these are the types, fixed types. Okay, but we have the categories. Like for example, if you consider a plus b, okay, if you consider a plus b, this is one. Here plus is the operator. Okay, plus is the operator. A and b are the operands. Okay, it is performing some operation on these two operands a and b. This is the addition operation. Okay, Uh, here operator is a symbol which performs some operation on operands. Okay, that we need to remember. Okay, based on the performance in operands, we have three categories. One is like unary operator. Okay, binary operator. Okay, ternary or tertiary operator. Okay, three types. Okay, how they are categorized these types. Okay, for example, the operate whatever the operator we are using that performs on single operand. For example, here you can consider plus x. Okay, see here, this plus is the increment operator, right? This operator is performing on single operand x. Okay, then this operator you can call it as unary operator. Okay, same way, if the operator performs on two variables or two operands. Okay, then we can categorize such operator. We can call it as binary operators. If you consider this one, like a plus b, this plus operator is performing operation on two operands a and b. Then you can call it as this operator. You can call it as binary operator. Okay. In the same way, if the operation performs on three operands, okay, here we have one and only one operator is there, that is conditional operator. Okay, conditional operator you can observe question mark colon. This is the only one operator. This is the ternary operator which performs on three operands. Okay, we will see how it will work. Okay, this is the only one operator, ternary operator. Okay, based on the like performing on the operands. Okay, they are categorized into three types: unary, binary, and ternary. Okay, if it is addition operator, consider addition plus operator, you can say it is a binary operator. Okay, if it is increment or decrement operator, you can consider it as a unary operator. Okay, ternary operator we have only one, that is like question mark colon. This is the conditional operator. Okay, how it will work we will see later. Okay, but there are different types, right? Okay, different types like arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, and bitwise operators. Some other operators also available in C++. We will see those. What are those also? Okay. Coming to arithmetic operators, we have plus, addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator, and modulus operator. Okay. This is a sample example, just like a general mathematics equation only. Plus is used to add two numbers, or here you can say that two operands. Okay, I will show one example here for adding two numbers. Okay, all these are the arithmetic operators, right? Consider just this thing. We need to include the IO stream, then namespace. This is the main function. Okay, main function return type in dev cpp must be int. Okay, then here I have taken two variables, one variable a and one more variable b. Okay, for a I have assigned some 7. Okay, for b I have assigned 2. Okay, just performing all the arithmetic operator operators I am using here. I'm just performing a plus b here. Okay, see, this is the a plus b. It will give the addition of these two numbers, it will give the subtraction of these two numbers, multiplication, division, and modulus. Okay, see, I said, right, a by b means it will give the quotient value, here it will give the remainder value. Okay, see, just I am going to execute this program. Observe, just same, just like some other like mathematic operators. Okay, here we have different operation like operators. Here a plus b means, say a value some 2 7 I have taken 2, b value I have taken 2, right? Okay, if I add two numbers 9, some general like mathematic operation. Okay, here you can observe like 7 by 3 2 means it will give 3. Here that remainder value it will come in a mod b. Okay, see, this thing we have seen yesterday also, but I have not shown the programmatically, right? Okay, this is the like program which explains about all arithmetic operators. Okay, the same way we have this is about the arithmetic operators. Then we have increment and decrement operators. Okay, increment and decrement operators, it is a unary operator, right? See, consider here within this example, all the arithmetic operators are binary operators. Binary operator means these performs on two operands. Okay, for example, arithmetic operator like plus a, that is, there is no meaning, right? But all arithmetic operators are performs on two operands. Okay, then you can say that all the arithmetic operators you can call it as binary operators. Okay, the same way we have increment and decrement operators. Okay, what are these? See, this is a unary operator which performs on a single variable. Okay, see, single variable means how it will work. For example, I have one variable x is there, some int x is there. Okay, x equals to, I'm going to assign some 5. Okay, here coming to increment and decrement, here we have two types of increment and two types of decrement. Okay, here we have pre-increment. Okay, we have pre-increment and one more post-increment. Okay, same decrement also, pre-decrement and post-decrement. We have two types. What is this pre-increment and post-decrement? We will see. Okay, so consider here int x equals to 5 is there. Okay, I'm going to perform this increment operator. Either you can go for pre-increment or post-increment. Okay, see, just observe plus plus x. Okay, this is the pre-increment. Okay, same or like x plus plus. Okay, this is the post-increment. Difference between pre-increment and post-increment here is, initially x value is 5, right? Okay, if I print plus plus x, it will give the output as 6. Okay, first it will increment means if I use plus plus symbol means the value will be incremented by 1. Okay, if I use decrement operator, the value will be decreased by 1. Okay, while incrementing and while decrementing, we have two options. If it is a pre-increment means it will increment by 1, then it will assign to variable. For example, here I will take some y equals to plus plus x, means first the value will be incremented by 1, means it will become 6. That 6 will be assigned to this variable. If it is a post increment, same, if I take some z equals to x plus plus means first the value will be assigned to the variable, then it will increment. Okay, now here you will get the value 6 only. See, initially x value is 5, then it is incremented by 1, by pre-increment it is 6. Now in x we have 6. Okay, the same x value is printed here. Okay, then I will show this example. Observe here, remove all these. See, initially I have taken a value is 10. Okay, I will take one more variable, or else you can directly print C out. Okay, or else take one variable. Okay, or like result underscore a. I'm taking one variable. Okay, I'm going to perform pre-increment. Okay, how to, just result underscore a equals to, just taking one variable, performing operation on a, pre-increment I'm performing. Okay, this result a is one variable and a is one variable. Initially a value is like 10 is there. I'm performing some addition, sorry, pre-increment operator. Okay, what is the output I am expecting here? Pre-increment means first value will be incremented by 1. Okay, first value will be incremented by 1, then it will assign to this variable. Okay, see, here I am expecting 11. Okay, let's execute the program, whether we are getting the same value or not. Not getting anything because I have not printed that result a, right? Okay, see out result underscore a. Are you observe the difference? We are not getting any output because we perform some operation, but we are not printing that in output. Okay, how to print that in output? We have one object C out. By using C out, you can directly print that in the output. Okay, here endl means will give the after printing that means variable, then it will go to the next one. Okay, just again I am saving this file. Okay, compile and run it, then you are able to see that output as well. Okay, see, I will show the difference now. Okay, plus plus means it is a pre-increment, right? Means it is incrementing by 1 and it is giving the output as 11. Okay, suppose that if I go for post increment. Okay, post increment also for will work the same. It will increment by 1, but First, the value which is present in A, that is assigned to the variable at left side, then it will increment the value. Okay, see, I'm just performing the post operation, post increment operation. Here I want to get the 11 here. What is the output I will get here? Can anyone see? Can anyone please unmute yourself and expect the output here? Just expect it, whether it is exact output or not, whatever it is, just say the expected output. I'm going to print this result here. What is the output I will get? Can anyone? Can I ask the names here? Yamini is there. 505. Yamini. Can you say? Don't ask me. We will just listen the classes.
Sir, I think 11 only, sir.
11 only. Okay, you are saying 11. Can anyone? Any other? Shreya? Can you tell?
Sir,
Shreya is there.
sir Shreya ఉన్న 11
11 only. I think you are not listening the class.
हाँ पक्का
I think you are not
sir
listening the class.
Sir, 10, sir.
10.
10 sir
Your name?
Ashish.
Ashish. 533.
Prime
533, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just
Yes,
observe
sir.
the output now. Some are saying 10, some are saying 11. Okay, just we'll see the output.
No, sir, 10 only.
Both.
See, here it is, we are getting the output
Here
as
10,
10.
sir.
Okay, because
sir
pre-increment case, first value will be incremented by 1, then it will assign to the variable. In positive increment case, first the value will be assigned to variable, then it will increment the value. Okay, suppose that I'm going to print that A value. Okay, what is the output now I will get here? Now can anyone say?
If it is of pre-increment,
I'm not
sir.
incrementing any value here, just I'm printing A value.
sir 10 only will come
10.
10.
Any other?
yes sir no sir
Any other output?
no sir
10 only.
Sir.
One
Sir,
output we are
only
getting.
in increment.
You are saying 10, right? Okay, but I am expecting 11 here. Okay, how the output will come, we'll see. Here we are getting 10, right? Here 10. You are saying here also 10, but here I am expecting 11. Whether it will come 11 or 10, we'll see. Okay, just go to execute. First compile and then you can go for a run, or else directly you can go for compile and run also. Okay, see, observe the output. I got 11 here. Just I will explain once, then we will move to the next concept. Okay, consider this is the A. Okay, and this is the result A. Two variables we have, right? This is the A and this is the result A. Initially A value is 10, right? Are you able to hear my voice? Is it clear now? Any disturbance? Can anyone respond? Is my voice is clear?
sir
Okay, consider here I have two variables. A is there, result A is there. Okay, initially A value 10. Okay, now you can observe here I'm doing post increment. Post increment means first value will be assigned to result A. In result A, first the value will be assigned, 10 is there. Okay, then after assigning the value, it is incremented by 1. Incremented by 1 means the A value become now 11. Okay, see, I have printed this result A. Result A means this one I have printed. Here I will get the output 10, right? In result A we have 10. So that value will be printed here. Okay, in the same way again I am printing just A value. What is the value now in A? This one, right? 11. It is incremented here, right? That 11 is printed here. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, like the internally it will work like that. We have to like imagine this diagram in your mind. Okay, if you understand this concept, this pre-increment and post increment, okay, then just go thorough with these decrement and pre-increment and pre-decrement, post increment and pre-decrement and post decrement. If you go thorough with these concepts, you will get some command and programming. Okay, then I will just write instead of A here, I'm going to write plus plus A. What is the output now I will get here? Can anyone?
Sir?
Here, initially 10 is there. Okay, I have just like post incremented the value. Here I have, it is printed 10. Okay, now I'm pre-incrementing the value. Okay, what is the output I will get here? If you say exact answer, then you are able, you are understand this concept.
11, sir.
11, sir.
11.
11. Any other answer? Ashish, can you mute yourself? It is some sound is coming. Any other answer here?
In place A means first the value is incremented, then it is assigned, no, sir?
Yes, yes. Now tell me the output.
So the value is incremented means it is here it is given as 10 means it will be incremented to 11. So the value 11 will be assigned to in the output, no, sir?
Sir, I
Okay.
think 12, sir.
12. Your name?
Sir, Rahim, sir, 513.
Rahim. 12 is the right answer. I'm expecting 12 also here. Just see the output. I will explain once again. 12 is the right answer. Because if you observe the previous diagram, initially A value 10, right? Then that value is assigned to result A. Result A, that is like 10 is printed here. Here 10 is printed. Then after printing the 10, the value is incremented, right? Incremented means it will become 11. Again, you are trying to pre-increment the value. Pre-increment means previously we have the A value 11. Pre-increment means it will become 12. Okay, that 12 we are printing here. Okay, now clear? See, initially value is assigned first, 10 is there, and here only after assigning the value, here it is incrementing one time. Okay, here it will become, after printing that value, here it will become 11. Okay, again you are pre-incrementing the value. Pre-incrementing means it will become plus 1 equals to, it will give 12 as the output. Okay, just try to practice more on the these, then you will get some programming command on this pre-increment and post-increment. Okay, just like same pre-increment and post-increment, we have like I will use instead of post-increment, I am using here post-decrement. Okay, in the same way here I am using pre-decrement. Okay, now tell me the output, then you will get clarity here. Instead of assigning the variable here, I will directly use a statement here itself. Okay, you are getting some confusion here. Okay, like A minus minus. Now tell me the output. Here what is the output I will get? Remind the concept and tell me.
Minus.
Okay, sir.
Initially A value is 10, right? This is the
Yes, sir.
post decrement. Post decrement means first value will be assigned, means here value 10 will be printed. Okay, then it will decremented by 1, right? Decremented by 1 means initially 10 is there, 10 is
9.
become 9. Okay, then
9.
here I am trying to pre-decrement. Pre-decrement means first value will be decremented by 1, right? Means this is 9 becomes
Yes, sir.
8. Okay, here I will get the output
8.
8. Okay, 10 8 we need to get. Let's see whether we are getting these values or not. 10 8. You got the answers, right? This is the concept. Okay, now you are able to understand, right?
A small doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. One small doubt I have. Yesterday, when you said that if A value is 10,
Okay.
the A plus plus will be 11, no, sir.
Oh, then A plus plus will
Yeah.
become 11 only, but
if it is plus plus A, then you'll get directly the A value which you have taken. Like 10, if you have taken A as 10, A plus plus will be 11 and plus plus A will be 10.
no, you are like missing the concept. Okay, see, pre-increment or pre-decrement. Just try to observe here. Pre means plus plus A. Okay, post means A plus plus.
A.
Okay, see, initially 10 is there, right? You are printing this value means first it will increment by 1, means it will become 11 and it will print it in the
11.
output. Okay, if you print this value, initially value, first it will assign the value to the in the output. Okay, after that, after this statement, if you use the A value, here it will become 11, but in place of here it will become 10 only. Okay,
Didn't get you, sir.
see, first initially A value 10, right?
Yes,
10
sir.
is assigned to the left side variable, or it will print in the output. If you are using Cout, it will print in the output. Whatever the value which is present in A, that will print in the output first. Okay. Then after printing in the
Then it will be
output,
incremented.
then it will increment by 1. If you are using the same
The
variable,
output will however be 11 only, no, sir.
no. Output,
No.
for example, here you can observe, here we are getting the output 10, here we are getting the like output 8, right? Suppose that if I print A again, here I will get the same value. Same value means which, what is the output here? 8, right?
A.
Present 8 is there. If I
8.
use the same A here I will get the 8 only. Okay. For example, if I use like plus plus A here, what is the output here I will get? It is decremented by 1, right? See, here the value is assigned first. Here you will get 10. Then after printing this one, it will decrement value by 1. Post decrement means this value become 9. Here up to here it will become 9. 9, here it is 9, but we are pre-incrementing. Means 9 become
Yes, sir.
10.
10.
10. Okay. Then
Output will be 10, no, sir.
output will be 10. After printing this statement, the value is A value become 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But here we are pre-incrementing. 9 will incremented by 1. It will print 10. Okay. Now if I print A here I will get 10. Okay. Here we need to get the output 10, 10, 10. 3 times we need to get the output. See whether we are getting the same or not. Right? 10, 10, 10. See, if you observe, first it is 10 printed.
Yes,
After that it is printed 10, 10 side by side only. Because here I am not using endl statement. Okay, if you use end else statement after this, you can see 3 in new lines. Okay, now you can see 10, 10, 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the part. Okay, this is
Sir,
about
if that would be A plus plus, what would be the answer, sir?
where here,
Here, instead of plus plus A, if you take A plus plus.
here, a plus plus. Okay, here,
Yes, sir.
here 9 will be
It will be
printed. 9 will be printed, but here 11 will be printed. See, after printing this 10, here it is 10 is printed, then it is decrementing the value, it will become 9. Okay, that 9 will be printed first here and it will increment by 1. Means after printing this 9, it will become 10. Okay,
10.
okay, here it will print 10 only. Directly I am printing a value here, right? So we need to get like
Yes,
10,
sir.
9, 10. 10, 9, 10 we need to get.
Yes, sir.
See, we will get the same R9. 10, 9, 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Got it, sir.
yes. Okay, this is about pre-increment and post decrement. Okay, decrement and post decrement. Okay, then we will move to the next operators, that is assignment operators. Okay, and see within this program, just I have taken 3 variables. Okay, see a value 2, b values. We have different types of variable assignment variables are operators are there, right? Okay, if you observe this operators, this is the assignment operator, not equals to operator. This is the assignment operator. Means the value which is present in the right side, that will be assigned to left side variable. Okay, see, we have same addition assignment operator. Addition assignment operator means, okay, like a plus c equals to means a is equal to a plus b. Okay, just we are combining these two. Okay, a plus equals to b means a is equal to a plus b. If you are seeing any like expression like this, you need to like expand like this. Okay, a is equal to a plus b. The same way, subtraction equals to multiplication assignment operator, division assignment operator, modulus assignment operator. Okay, I will show some sample. Okay, if you observe here, see a value 2 is there, b value 7 is there, right? Means that the right side value is assigned to left side variable. Okay, here also same, right side value is assigned to left side variable. Okay, if you, I have taken one more variable, temp variable, temporary variable. See, observe here, a value I'm just assigning to temporary variable. Not comparing these two. Temp equals to a, that is not the meaning to compare two numbers, two variables. Okay, just I'm assigning a value to temp variable. Okay, now you can say take the diagram like this, a and here this is a b. Okay, we have the temp, initially a value 2, b value 7, and temp is not just assigning a value to temp variable. Means initially a value 2 is there, right? The 2 is assigned to temp. This is the a, this is the b, and this is the temp. Okay, here 2 only taken. Okay, if I print the temp variable here, okay, here you will get the output 2. Okay, then I'm just using addition assignment operator. Okay, a is equal to, sorry, a plus c equals to b means a is equal to a plus b, right? See, a is equal to a plus b. Okay, a is equal to a plus b means initially a value 2 is there, b value 7 is there. It will just I'm adding these two numbers. 2 plus 7 means 9. That 9 will be assigned to a. Now this 2 is become 9. In a we have 9 now. Okay, just I'm printing this a value here. Now you can see here you will get the output 9. Okay, see, just a plus c equals to b means you are getting the output 9. Okay, we need to get the output 2 and 9 here. Okay, here you will get the output 2, here you will get the output 9. Okay, see, let's see what is the output we are getting. See, temp variable having 2 and a value become 9. Okay, whatever we did here, the same thing it is printed. Instead of like a plus equals to b, I'm going to take a star equals to b. What is the output I will get here now? Can anyone? See, here
14, sir.
here I will get the same 2 only. Here what is the output I will get? Just printing the a value. Just use the formula. Someone said 14, right?
14, sir.
Yes. Okay. Just observe the output. Okay. Temp variable 2 and a value become 14. Okay. All the assignment operators you can use whenever you require. Okay. See, for assignment operators, just I am explaining one program here. Swapping two numbers. What happened? Someone shared this screen. Now you are able to see my screen. Rahman, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is visible.
Yes, sir.
See, I wanted to swap two numbers. Okay. For example, a number is there, a value is there. Okay, here a is there and b is there. Initially, a value some 2 is there, b value some 6 is there. Okay, here a and b. Okay, what I am trying to do, I want to swap these two numbers. I want to assign a value is to 6, b to 7. Okay, just using assignment operator, how we can. Okay, just observe this program. Okay, same. This thing is a dummy, means for every program you need to write these statements. This is the main function. Okay, after main function I have declared three variables, a, b, and one more variable temp. Okay, see, I have assigned some values to a. Every time take 2 only I am taking, right? Here instead I am taking 12 and I will take 70. Okay, see what I am trying to do. Just I assign two values to a and b. Okay, I'm just trying to print those two variables here. Okay, before swapping I'm going to swap these two numbers. Means I want to a value, just change the values. Okay, b value I'm assigning to a and a value I'm assigning to b by using this third variable, temporary variable. Okay, how you can see, before just I'm printing one message before swapping, what are the values which are present in a and b. We just printed two variables. This is the way. Just you need to remember, this is the string which is printed in the output. Then I am printing the value of a, just giving some space. Okay, then this is the value b in the output I have printed. Okay, what is this operator? Insertion operator. Okay, this is the insertion operator. Okay, just use it to print some message in the output. Okay, see, then what I'm trying to do, I'm changing the temp value to a. Okay, observe now, we have three variables, a, this is the b, this is the temp variable, a, this is the b, and this is the temp variable. Okay, initially a value 12, b value 17 is there. Here 12, okay, this is the 17. Okay, in temporary variable, I'm not assigning any value. Okay, just what is the output here I will get with this statement. A value 12 will be printed and b value 17 will be printed. Okay, with this statement. Okay, this statement. Okay, then I'm trying to assign a value to temp variable. Okay, whatever the value which is present in a, that is assigned to temp variable. Okay, present in a without 12 is there. Okay, it is assigned to temporary variable. Okay, present in temporary variables we have 12. Okay, then I'm assigning a b value I'm assigning to a. Okay, whatever the value which is present in b, that is I'm assigning to a. Okay, now a value become 70. Okay, see, Now in A we have 17. Okay, then I'm assigning B equals to 10. Okay, whatever the value which is present in 10, that value I'm printing in the B. Whatever the value which is present in 10, I'm assigning to B. Okay, now in A we have 17. Okay, in B we have 12. Okay, see, just I'm printing the A value here and B value here. Present A consists how much? 17, right? Here 17 will be printed. Okay, B consists 12 here, 12 will be printed. Okay, now values are swapped, right? Here you can see 12 printed, 17 printed. Here 17 printed and 12 printed. Okay, just go, just execute this program. Now you are able to see the swap option. Okay, before swapping A comma B values are 12, 17. Okay, I need to change this message actually. I have copied this one. I will change. Okay, this is after, right? After swapping. Just anyone just take this one screenshot and share it to me after this class. I think we have 5 minutes only. Take one screenshot. One screenshot is enough. I think Rahim or Rahman take forwarded last time. In the last class, Rahman forwarded. Okay, Rahman, better to you take. Okay, one screenshot is enough for me. Okay, just I'm saving this file. Okay, executing this file, whether we are getting the output or not. Now you can observe. Before swapping, A comma B values are 12, 17. After swapping, A comma B values are 17, 12. Values are swapped, right? Just we are interchanging the values. Okay, clear now? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. We have 2 to 3 minutes is there. Okay, we will like close this thing. Meanwhile, just submit your attendance. I think it is not working properly. Rahman, just forward that screenshot to me. Okay, after the class. Okay, and that's all for today. Okay, we will see remaining operators, like we have relational operators. Okay, then bitwise operators, logical operators, with some other operators. Okay, we will see in the next class. Okay, see, I'm going some in-depth related to this programming because you don't have lab session, right? That's why within the class only I'm trying to like explain everything. Okay, is it okay for you?